Charles, it's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. That'll be taken about a yard deep. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Letting one go deep here for Gronk. He rifles one that's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him a more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Down to the 25. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Prescott. Screen play, Johnson. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Stephon Gilmore. A gain of 7 yards.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
That's out to the left and complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Browns 0. Brandon McManus set to...
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Landry the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing again. Eason. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st down, Browns.
Now Eason. They'll run the screen with Mack. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 34-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. They'll throw on 1st down with Eason, eluding the pressure right. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big run that time by Elliott. 57 yards.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
After the sack on 1st down, Prescott completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They just get the play off. Now Prescott steps away to his left. The Browns D locked in on third down, brings up fourth. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field goal tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
7-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
At the 31-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Geis. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 14 on the play. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Browns nothing.
On first down, Jacob Eason sliding out of the pocket. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
Complete to
6 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
3rd down and 4 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun is Eason. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
His kick is good.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards there, first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
10th carry now for Elliott. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. We'll find Gibson here complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Tackle made.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Ezekiel Elliott with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Makes the score Ravens 17, Browns 3.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's Eason off the play fake. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Throwing is Eason. Flush to his right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. This is Geis. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, That allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can...
There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are back within a score.
Kick is good.
And it's up and good.
Ravens 17. Browns 10.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. The return man, Ty Johnson. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
He's got this to the tight end, Hopkins.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Brilliant. Check 99. Check 99.
Now Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a fourth down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
To throw again, Eason. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
The 34-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Prescott from the gun. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smarter...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
To throw is Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
39-yard line.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, Eason. It's complete to Brown, right side. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Browns first down.
1st and 10, Eason. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, he got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Marr able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 27th, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
On third down, it's Prescott. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
It's a game.
Got that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Hey, 47. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Prescott. And that is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And this is caught at the 8. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Dancing to his fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
A first down carry by Elliott. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Going for the deep ball. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
51, Mike 51. Get ready, get ready. We're going to 54 wire.
Prescott from the gun on third. It's caught. Shepard. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
We're going to 54 wire.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Again, it's Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back.
Right there, 54.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd and 15 now. Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's go, D. Let's go. Mike 51. Mike 51. Touchdown, defense.
Prescott down. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up. But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They go play action with Eason.
Open man, Gronkowski complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Ravens 24, Browns 13.
Geis, they'll try to run it.
Yeah, the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. 2nd and goal from the 1. Operating from the gun, Eason, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marlon Mack, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
Bro, this game full of crap. That was a touchdown.
They're going to try and run. And he will get in. It's a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal moving forward. It's a 3-point game now. They send this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And they'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right. What's in the barracks immediately? Immediately. All right. Venom.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of football, Charles. And the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points since
Let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football. Percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you to make sure they touch it.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Strong, wide hips. I like this in women with cherry red lips. I don't care where it cuts. I don't care where it cuts.
They keep on the ground, and for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Courageous woman.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing. Prescott. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10. At the 47-yard line.
Let's go, D. Mike 54. Mike, kill.
This is Elliott. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Ravens on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Play action. It's Eason. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Montez Sweat. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep here for Landry. And that good.
Wow, what a pass interference there, bro.
Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Reaching into the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble looking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off play action. Eason. Quick slant to Brown. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Eason going to try and throw for it. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. They start on the ground with Elliott.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They go down it again. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Ravens on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
54 check, block 54.
Prescott to throw it. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
A throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
1st down, Cleveland.
Here's Eason off the play fake. He's going to let it fly. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and go to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
To throw on third down. Eason got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Back to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Ravens, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.